Oh hi. Lahore, the second largest city of Pakistan after Karachi. By estimates for 2009, more than 10 million people lived in city agglomeration. Lahore is located in the northeast of the country on the left riverbank of Ravi, in only several kilometers from border with India. Being the capital of the province of Punjab, it is the industrial, cultural and transport center of northeast Pakistan. Textile, food, chemical, metalworking industry, mechanical engineering is developed. The international airport Lahore works. There is a university, the Central Museum, the Museum of Weapon. In Lahore, the country film industry, Lollywood, is concentrated. The first reliable mention of Lahore belongs to about 982 and occurs in the book Hudud al-Alam, found a Shi Tumansky. But it is possible that he is mentioned already at Ptolemais, the 2nd century AD, under the name of Labakla. Further, at the era Persian geographers he carried the name Lakavar, Lokavar or Lakanar. The Indian sources Lafkat or Lopkat. Lava fortress. Called him. The locals consider the founder of the city and eponymy, the lava, the sun god hero Rama. The Rajputs of the tribe of Abkrata who constructed on the bank of Ravi the first clay fortress, Kachchagat, were the first residents. Much the known ancient Punjabi proverb about Lahore says, the one someone didn't see Lahore that wasn't born. The Lahore Fort, Shah's Kaila, nowadays recognized as a monument of the World Heritage, finally develops in the 12th century. In the 11th century, Lahore became the capital of the famous conqueror Mahmud of Ghazna and a part of his empire of Ghaznavidav. In the 13th century, Lahore was a part of the Delhi Sultanate and since then was the spiritual center of Islam on the Indian subcontinent. In Lahore, the vigorous activity of the first Sufi brotherhoods which defined the syncretic nature of Islam on all the Indian subcontinent begins. Tombs of Sufi saints Gansbach State, Mian Mira and Madhol al-Hussein are considered as shrines and places of a Massachusetts pilgrimage. From 1524 to 1752 Lahore was in structure of the Empire of Great Mughals, and in the period of Akbar Valaki and Jahangir's board, from 1584 to 1598 was her capital. Here remain many reference monuments of Mughalski architecture, including the Pearl Mosque de Shah Jahan, the majestic Cathedral Mosque Badshah Ki, the Mosque Wazir Hang, magnificent on a decor, and the many-tier garden Shalimar, a monument of the World Heritage. During the Mughalski era, Lahore was surrounded with a city wall with 12 gates which partially remained and are a special architectural sign of the city. In Shakdar suburb, on other coast of Ravi, there are mausoleums of the Padishah Jahangir, his spouse Nur Jahan, his brother-in-law Asif Khan and the stepdaughter Ladli Begum. They belong, along with Taj Mahal, to the best examples of Muslim funeral architecture. From 1799 to 1848 Lahore was the capital of the independent state of Sikhs. Tombs Samadka of Sikh gurus Ardhandeva and Ranjit Singh, the Bag Baradari Hazuri Park belonged to architectural masterpieces of a Sikh era. In 1848, after several English-Sikh wars, the British troops annexed Lahore and included it in structure of the British India. During a colonial era, Lahore grew in east direction and was reconstructed by the British architects in so-called Indo-Mauritian style. There are many new public buildings. The Supreme Court, the Central Post Office, the Palace of the Governor. The areas, inhabited suburbs which building was conducted taking into account modern construction. The technician V.A. Ram Singh N., the author of projects of the well-known National Museum and other known buildings, is distinguished from local architects. Life and works of outstanding poets and writers of Urdu of the 20th century is connected with Lahore. Muhammad Iqbal, Faiza Ahmed Faiza, Saadat Hassan Manto, Intisar Hussain N. At the same time, the original Lahore school of painting, which representatives were Abdurrahman Shute and Shakir Ali, developed. In Lahore, in the newspaper, Rudyard Kipling for many years lived and worked. Here action of his novel, Kim, and many early stories is developed. During a colonial era in Lahore, there were largest educational institutions working, and today Government College Ain, the University of Punjab, National College of Arts, which founder was John Lockwood Kipling, the father of the writer. In 1947, after the partition of the British India into Republic of India and Pakistan, Lahore, as well as all Punjab, became the territory of sharp interreligious conflicts. The vast majority of Hindus and Sikhs left Lahore, including many cultural figures. Their place was taken by Muslims from the Indian Punjab and Mujirs. In the second half of the 20th century, the city appeared near the line of the conflict between India and Pakistan. At negotiations on conclusion of peace, both parties agreed to create bus traffic between Lahore and the neighbouring Indian city of Amritsar. Now air and railway links are restored. Today Lahore continues to remain the cultural capital of Pakistan, where the international conferences, musical and theatre festivals, exhibitions, book fairs are annually held. In 1968, in the city Minery, Pakistan, in memory of signing of the Lahore Resolution, was constructed. The architecture of a minaret reflects a combination Mogolsky and modern East styles. In 1974, the Lahore Stadium for playing cricket was renamed into honor of the Libyan leader Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. On March 30, 2009, in the city there was an attack on police academy. As a result of the attack of terrorists, 14 people died. Lahore is between 31°-31° northern latitude and 74°-74° east longitude. In the north and the west borders on the district of Sheikhupura, in the south on the district of Kasar. In a northern part of the city the Ravi River flows. The city is in a zone of the semi-arid climate, which is characterized in the rainy, long and very hot summer, in the dry and warm winter. In May, June and July temperature reaches the maximum values and can reach 40-48 C. Temperature at most 48. 3 C were noted on May 30, 1944, at least. 1.1 C on January 13, 1967. Average annual level of rainfall is about 629, from them about 417 fall on the period of monsoons. Monsoons begin with the last week of June and proceed until the end of September. The highest ever recorded average annual level of rainfall took place in 1955 and was. Economy. As of 2008, DDD was $40 billion with growth in 5.6%. According to a census of 1998, the population of the city made 6,318,745 people. The modern indicator possibly approaches 10 million. That is Lahore by the second largest city of the country after Karachi and the 38th city in the world. 94% of the population are made by Muslims, 5.8% Christians. The share of followers of other religions is extremely small. A pot of Christians lives in the territory of the Christian quarter of Yakhanabad. The most widespread language, Punjab, however, is known in Lahore of the official status. A part of the population speaks also Urdu. English is widespread in the sphere of business and education. Transport. The city is served by the international airport of Alam Iqbal, which is located approximately in 15 km from the center of Lahore. As of 2009, the passenger turnover of the airport made 3,192,904 people. There are 3 terminals. Flights are made to the majority of the large cities of Asia and Europe, among them Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Bangkok, Amsterdam, Beijing, Tokyo, London, Heathrow, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, Riyadh, etc. In Lahore there is a headquarters of the Pakistani railroads. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.